Hello, I'm going to share something from the Talmud, from the Gemara, Mashiach Rosh Hashana, from Tractate Rosh Hashana, that is pretty incredible, mind-blowing actually. It's pretty much undeniable proof that the oral Torah is 100% real and 100% from the Creator. First, just to give some background information, before I'm going to show it to you. Back in the time of the Temple, when there would be an official court system, when there would be an official Beit Din among the Jewish people, God wanted it that one of the commandments is, one of the laws that the Jewish people kept, or still do keep, is the laws of the new moon or the new month. And at that time, the way that the new moon would be officially declared among the Jewish people is that there would be witnesses who would claim, two witnesses or more, who would claim that there was that they saw the new moon. Those witnesses would come to the head court, and they would come to the head judge and declare that they saw the new moon. And if they were accepted as valid witnesses, the new moon would officially be declared. It would be an official new month. The Jewish people nowadays we count according to a set designated calendar, and we don't do this anymore. There is no courts. And also, even in that time, it was not necessary to know the new moon through the witnesses. It's just that for a Kabbalistic spiritual reason, God wanted it that this should be done through two or more official witnesses coming to the Beit Din, to the courts, and declaring that they saw the new moon. Not that it had to be that way, but God wanted it that way for spiritual Kabbalistic reasons, that it should be so. And that is the process of how the new moon would officially be declared. That's just some background information. So in the Gemara, in the Talmud, in Mashiach Rosh Hashana, it gives an example of the time when the head judge of the court system during the time of the Second Temple was towards the end of the Second Temple period. The head judge was Rabbi Gamliel, and it tells over this event. Basically, just very short, multiple witnesses came to Rabbi Gamliel towards the end of the previous lunar month, and they claimed that they saw the new moon. They claimed that they are valid witnesses for the new moon. And Rabbi Gamliel said to them, he rejected their testimony. He told them that I cannot accept your testimony, and he did not declare a new moon based on their testimony. And I'm going to share with you what the Talmud says, what the Gemara says, and it's pretty mind-blowing. So the Gemara says, the Talmud in Mashiach Rosh Hashana, Daf Chaf Amud Aleph, Tractate Rosh Hashana, page 25a. It says like this. I'm going to say it in Hebrew, and I'm going to translate. Amar lehem Rabbi Gamliel. Rabbi Gamliel responded to them, to the witnesses that came. Kach mikublani mibet avi abba. This is my tradition. This is our tradition from my grandfather's house. Meaning, this is the tradition of the court. This is the tradition of the oral law of the court. Ein chidusha shel levana, pchuta me-29 yom umechetza, ושני שלישי שעה ו-73 חלקים. Translate: Ein chidusha shel levana. The new moon cannot be pchuta, less than me-29 yom, than 29 days, umechetza, and half a day. V'shnei shlishi sha'a, and 2/3 of an hour, v'shiv'im chelakim, and 73 parts of an hour. In an official halachic Jewish hour, there is exactly 1,080 chelakim. Literally, that means parts. So again, Rabbi Gamliel rejected their testimony and told them it's impossible for me to accept your testimony about it being a new moon and that you saw the new moon, because we have a tradition from my grandfather's house, meaning the tradition of the courts, that the new moon cannot be less than 29 days, half a day, 2/3 of an hour, and 73 plus another 73 parts of an hour. Okay. Now, to do that math very quickly, that is 29 days, half a day, 29.5, so that's 12 hours. Then 2/3 of an hour is 700, let's just do like that, 720 parts of 1080 of 24, plus another 73 chelakim, 73 parts of an hour, which is 1,080, so that's going to be 73 of 1,080 of 24. If you do that math, the number is exactly 29.53059. That is the exact number, the Rabbi Gamliel, that we have in our tradition of what the exact orbit of the moon around the earth must be. That is a very precise number. Now, if we go on the internet, look up on the internet, what is the exact orbit of the moon around the earth? Science. What does modern science tell us with the technology that we have today? What does modern science tell us that the exact orbit of the moon around the earth is? You can look it up online for yourself. Please be my guest. The Cyanotic Month, which is the most familiar lunar cycle, that is the cycle that governs the cycle of the moon's phases, which is exactly what is necessary for determining the new moon. You can please look this up yourself, okay? I'm just going to read to you straight from the internet. The mean length of the Cyanotic month is 29.53059. That is 29 days, 12 hours, 44 minutes, and 3 seconds. So let's write it out. The mean length of the Cyanotic month is, write it right here, 29.53059, which is 29 days, 12 hours, 44 minutes, and 3 seconds. That is very precise, and that is the exact number that we have in our tradition. That Rabbi Gamliel, this is from the time of the Second Temple. This is 2,000 years ago. This is our tradition from the courts, from the Jewish courts, of what the orbit of the moon must be, what the orbit of the moon is, why Rabbi Gamliel rejected those witnesses. This is extremely precise information. It's simply not possible for any human being to know this information 2,000 plus years ago. There's absolutely no way to have such precise information written 2,000 plus years ago, saying what the exact orbit of the moon around the earth is. It's impossible. The only way this could be possible in our writings, in our tradition, is that this information, exactly as Rabbi Gamliel said, that it's a tradition he has from his grandfather's house, meaning a tradition from the courts, that it has to be from God. Only the Creator can have such precise, specific information that modern science validates, is true. This is our tradition from the Talmud. It's undeniable proof that the oral Torah, the oral tradition of the Torah, is spot on, that it's real, that it's from God. There's no other way to know such information 2,000 plus years ago. All right, I hope you enjoyed. I don't know if I'm going to make this public, but for now I just want to make sure that it's recorded and that I have it on my YouTube. All right, shalom, peace.